Good day, friends, 'tis I, Betsy. I love when children come to visit me in my home, and many times the children want to know about when I was a young girl, when I was called by the name Betsy Griscom. Well, I love to tell them being a child in one time is not usually too much different from being a child in another time. And yet they wonder, well, what shall I do to entertain myself? I remind them I was raised in the faith of the Quaker, and therefore some things were not allowed to me. I most certainly was not allowed at any time to play cards. It was something that would be done for gambling. Cards were frowned upon by the Quakers. And so, surprisingly, was music, as we thought it was much better if we learned things such as sciences and nature, and I do think nature is very important. But like all children, I love to play, and there are games that we could play that I'm sure everyone would enjoy, such as Jacob's Ladder. Merely having that fun to be able to have that move back and forth. And young boys and young girls, we also love to play with tops. Why, spinning those tops, that can keep our attention for hours. And perhaps we might be able to try to catch the ball inside the cup. I was never very good at that. I do, however, love to play with a whirligig, and making it spin and spin for hours on end. I love that whirligig. But as a young girl, I would also play with little dolls. Poppies, we would sometimes call them. And I also would take my time and occupy myself with reading and writing, as all children must learn how to read and to write. But as a young girl, I also spent many hours with my needle, learning how to sew. And one of the first things one must learn is to wax that thread with a ball of beeswax, and then to begin to learn the first of the stitches in and out, running that thread or overcasting it for the raw edges. And then, young girls, I hope that thou too will attend to thy needlework, and perhaps in thy free time make thyself one own little toad doll to play with. And when thou gets a little bit older, perhaps thou too would learn how to make flags. Good day, good children. Learn and play.